Okay, this is the final video for this sample midterm. So let's get to it. Question 35. Investor has a budget of 10 million. He can invest in the projects shown above. If the cost of capital is 6%, what investment or investments should he make? Okay, so again, similar to above a little bit. However, here we have an additional information. The investor has a budget of 10 million. So that suggests to us that he has limited budget, and we probably should use profitability index to figure out, first figure out the net present value and then figure out the power generating profitability of each project. So in other words, net present value per dollar invested. So let's get to it. So let me summarize our projects. We have project A, B, C, and D. They have initial investment of 7, 6, 5, 4. Again, this one is quite intense in terms of calculations. Your exam question would not be as intense, but of course this is a great practice. Okay, so cash flow, and here the cash flows is 4 million, 3 years. This one is 3 million for 3 years. And this 2 million for 6 years. This one is 1.5 million for 8 years. Okay, so now we can compute net present values, and in the end we're going to compute profitability indices. So net present value for this one would be investment of 7 million plus net present value of what is our rate? Our cost of capital is 6%. So net present value at 6%, where we have cash flows of 4 million for 3 years. And that gives me 3.69. And profitability index would be net present value divided on the amount by the amount invested, and it's telling me that from every dollar invested I am getting half a dollar or 50 cents of extra value generated by this project. Right here, net present value would be again 6 million invested, so it's a negative number, plus net present value at 6%, where we have free cash flows of 3 million. And that gives me net present value of 2.02 and profitability index of 2.02 divided by 6. So this project generates 34 cents from every dollar invested. Now project C, we have an investment of 5 million plus net present value, interest rate of 6. And we have 2 million for 6 years. 4.83. Let's take net present value divided by amount of money invested. Whoa, this project is spectacular. 97 cents generated from every dollar invested. And the final one, investment of 4 million plus net present value, where the rate is 0.06, and we have 1.5 million for 8 years. And that gives me 5.31, and profitability index 5.31 divided by 4, 1.33. Oh my god, this project is fantastic. Alright, so we can see that project D is absolutely the best. Let's keep in mind what's our budget. Our budget is 10 million. Okay, our budget is 10 million. The best project is D, but we only spent 4 million, so we can keep going. What's the second best project? Second best is project C. It costs 5 million. So we spent $9 million on both. And those are the only two projects we can take. We can't afford anything else. To summarize those projects, we're gonna spend 9 million. Or sorry, I shouldn't say spend. I'm gonna invest 9 million, and the net present value of those projects will be combined would be 10.15. So yeah, the answer is D and C, which is answer E. Okay, 36. A small manufacturer that makes clothespins and other household products buys new injection molding equipment for a cost of $500,000. This will allow the manufacturer to make more clothespins in the same amount of time with an estimated increase in sales of 15%. If the manufacturer currently makes 75 tons of clothespins per year, which sell at $18,000 per ton, what will be the increase in revenue next year from the new equipment? Alright, so the estimated increase in sales is 15%, and they currently make 75 tons. Let's see. So current revenue is 75 tons, and increase is 15%. Sorry, this is T. Tons times 15%. Sorry, this doesn't look very good. Right, 75 tons times 15%. That gives me 11.25 tons. And now what is the price per ton? The price per ton is $18,000. So the increase in revenue would be 1.25 tons times $18,000 per ton. So the dollar increase will be $202,500. Which is E. Okay, question 37. The balance sheet for a small firm is shown above. All the amounts are in thousands of dollars. What is this firm's net working capital? And we know that net working capital consists of cash, accounts receivable, so cash plus accounts receivable plus inventories minus accounts payable. Okay, so current assets minus current liabilities. We actually have current assets summarized here. They're 89. Current liabilities are 42. So very simply, net working capital is current assets minus current liabilities, which is equal to 89 minus 42, giving me 47 of net working capital, which is answer A, 47,000. Okay, 38. You're considering adding a microbrewery onto one of your firm's existing restaurants. This will entail an increase in the inventory of $8,000, increase in accounts payable of 2.5K, 2,500, sorry, and an increase in property, plant, and equipment of $40,000. All other accounts will remain unchanged. What is the change in net working capital? Okay, so we have two pieces of relevant information, increase in inventory and increase in payables, and we have irrelevant information, absolutely useless, regarding increase in property, plant, of equipment. We're not going to use that piece. Okay, so as we know, net working capital or change in net working capital is change in current assets minus change in current liabilities. Here we have current assets represented by increase in inventory by $800,000 and minus increase in payables by at $2,500. So that gives me a change of, or an increase of 5,500, which is B. Okay, question 39. The level of incremental sales associated with introducing, oh, sorry, I should read this first, I guess. Oops. Okay, sorry. This is not calibrated very well. Okay. Food for Less, a grocery store, is considering offering 1-hour photo developing in their store. The firm expects that sales from the new 1-hour machine would be $150,000 per year. They currently offer overnight film processing with annual sales of $100,000. While many of the 1-hour photo sales will be new to the customers, they estimate that 60% of the current overnight photo customers will switch and use the 1-hour service. What's the level of incremental sales associated with introducing new hour photo service? Okay, so this is kind of important and kind of realistic. When you introduce a new product, you likely may have some cannibalization where basically your new product is eating at customers of your old product. So let's see what would be the net increase in sales or incremental sales. So sales from new machine is $150,000. So those are kind of new increase in sales, and then decrease in old sales. So this is the cannibalization. It will be 0.6. I'm going to put a negative because this will be decreasing sales. So 60% times 100,000 because these were our old sales, current sales. So the decrease would be 60,000. So the net effect of the new net increase in sales, 150 minus 60 is giving me 90. So the new machine will bring additional $90,000 in sales, which is answer C. Okay, and our final question. Bubba Hotep. What is this name? Bubba Hotep Company reported net income of $300 million for the most recent fiscal year. The firm had depreciation expenses of $125 million and capex of $150 million. Although they had no interest expense, the firm did have an increase in net working capital of $20 million. What is Bubba Hotep's free cash flow? Name is ridiculous. Okay, so we can just use our formula for the free cash flow here. Free cash flow is net income plus depreciation, we add back, right? It's a non-cash expense, minus capex, minus change in net working capital. So what do we have here? We have a net income of 300 million plus depreciation, minus capex, and minus increase in net working capital. And that gives us 55,000, which is D. Okay, and that's it. If you guys have any more questions, feel free to email me. Thank you.